We didn't make any decision to never play the national anthem. That wasn't the case at all. We didn't cancel the national anthem, but there was never any final decision that had made that we would not play the anthem. The real issue is how do you express the voices of those who feel the anthem doesn't represent them or causes them consternation.
We now welcome in the ultimate insider, the one and only Adrian Wojnarowski. He's with us right now. Woj, what was the thinking behind the league statement released today that all teams would still play the national anthem before games?
Stephen A., essentially the league's thinking was that they weren't going to let any one team or individual teams make a decision about playing the anthem before games in arenas, that it was going to be a league decision, and right now every team would continue to play it. Now, maybe it's a conversation to be had. Maybe it's a conversation that should be had, not just in the NBA, but in all of pro sports. But Adam Silver moved quickly today to shut this down, really stop this from becoming a bigger issue for the league in the short term. And essentially, he and Mark Cuban talked about this early in the year when there were no fans in the arena, and he gave teams the option to not play it if there wasn't anyone in there. But now that fans are back, that teams are going to have to play the anthem.
Got you. Switching to another hot topic of conversation right now about the league. What's the latest on the status of the All-Star game this season and the always popular slam dunk contest? What can you tell us about that, Woj?
Well, first of all, Stephen, the league and the Players Association, they're going to have a formal deal here by the end of the week, have everything in place for that March 7th All-Star game in Atlanta. I was told today that as part of it, the slam dunk competition is moving in their talks. They're moving toward having it at halftime of that game. There's not going to be an All-Star Saturday night. They're going to do everything on Sunday so they can get the players in on Saturday, out Sunday night after the game, three-point contest, skills contest, but the slam dunk competition at halftime of the East-West game.
Woj, I like that idea. I appreciate that info. I appreciate that info. I like it at halftime. I really, really do. And Lord, the NBA is right. We don't need to be partying the night before and on a Saturday night in Atlanta. That is the right decision. Trust me. Appreciate you, Woj, as always. Stay tuned for my one-on-one interview with Luka Doncic. The Mavs superstar dissects the struggles in Dallas and why he's falling short of MVP expectations. Plus, the can't-miss story behind the rise of star Devin Booker. How Kobe Bryant helped guide the Sun star down the path to becoming an NBA great. All that and more. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial.
All right, we have seen some pretty brilliant offense this year across the league, and some of the NBA's best scorers, notably, of course, Steph Curry. They're still performing at an ultra-high level. There's some obvious setbacks, but they're still doing their thing, and you can check out Steph's amazing layup from last night. And look, we gotta bring in Kendrick Perkins for this one, because seeing this layup here got me thinking. Perk, who do you think is the better shot maker? Is it Steph Curry or is it Kyrie Irving?
Oh, this is an easy one, Charlie. I mean, it's a landslide. And it's Steph Curry. You talking about a guy that changed the game, a generational talent that made bad shots cool to take in today's game. You just don't get that often. Steph Curry is a guy that we probably would never see again in this lifetime. We talking about the greatest shooter of all time, the guy that made it cool for everyone like Dame Dollar and Trae Young to be pulling up from the logo. We even see LeBron James doing it. A guy that is a career shooter of 48% from the field. You really don't get that out of a point guard. And when you look at what Steph does, the way that he's able to create for himself, the difficulty of the shots that he makes over guys that are taller than him. And it's not just three-pointers. It's not just mid-range. It's the point that he's able to get in the paint and finish with circus shots like you just put on a preview, or floaters and things to that nature. Steph Curry is one of one. He's a generational talent, and he changed the game of basketball. He made it cool for people to take bad shots now, and it's okay. Like, people actually working on those shots in practice, pulling up for the logo. So, to me, it's not even close. Low knock on Kyrie. I think he's a better creator, but he's not a better shot maker than Steph Curry. And if anybody disagree, they crazy.
Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. And with the exception of your conclusion, I agree with everything you said, but I don't agree with the conclusion. Steph Curry from the outside is one of one. He also has his handles are ridiculous, and he can finish in the paint, almost as well as anyone. So from the outside, Steph is a better shot maker. Now, Kyrie Irving can shoot from the outside at an elite level, but no one is Steph Curry. Not even Damian Lillard from the outside is Steph Curry. But no one in the history of the game finishes better than Kyrie Irving in the paint under the basket. He has the greatest layup package of layups in the history of basketball. No one, not even better, no one has ever done it as well. Also, as great as Steph's handles are, Kyrie's are even better. Steph is a greater player than Kyrie. He is more unselfish. He's a better shooter, all that stuff. But if we're just talking about shot making, Steph from the outside, Kyrie from the inside. But Steph is great on the inside and Kyrie's great on the outside. But Steph is the best ever from the outside. Kyrie is the best ever on the inside. And now it comes down to, if those two things cancel, the clutch. Now let me tell you something, Perk. Steph Curry has become a clutch player. He's become in the finals. But until this 2 finals ago, Steph Curry consistently didn't shoot as well and didn't play as well the deeper you went into the playoffs. No, I don't take any joy or pleasure in saying that, but it's a fact. I saw him run the greatest half-court offense in the history of basketball for 73 wins. But in the finals, last 422, at Oracle against LeBron's team and Kyrie's team, they didn't make a single shot, and that included Steph Curry not taking them, not making them, and throwing the ball away. Kyrie Irving, you can say a lot, whatever you want to say about him. Kyrie has always been a dude where when the ball is in his hands at the end of a game, you feel very good about him taking that shot. So who's a better shot maker? Steph from the outside, Kyrie from the inside, and I'll say this. Steph has now caught Kyrie in the clutch, but it didn't used to be that way.
Well, Max, you still haven't given me a clear-cut answer. You straddling the fence. I thought this was first take where you stand behind what you said. To me, you just chose Steph and Kyrie. You got to pick one. You can't straddle the fence. Tell me which one you picking.
It's a dead heat, Perk. A dead heat. Steph from the outside, Kyrie on the inside.
No, I know right now.
Listen, you're the one who said it's not close.
It's not close. It's not close. When you look at a guy like Steph Curry that took a relevant again, and he was the top dog. He was the top dog. Guess what? When he was in the lottery every single year. So don't come giving me nothing about
Not talking about who's a greater player. We're talking about who's a better shot maker.
I'm telling you. Because you brought up clutch moments. Steph Curry been in those clutch moments. See, Max, the thing about you that I really don't like is that you always remember what happens in the finals, but you forget what happened in the first round, the second round, the third round. All that is a makeup of winning the championship. And guys are key in those rounds. Steph Curry, he has said time and time again, yes, he hasn't won the finals MVP, and I'm okay with that. But guess what? Up until the finals, he has arguably been the best player in the playoffs alongside LeBron James when he was making those runs in Golden State. So don't give me that Steph ain't clutch, because I didn't watch them hit a dagger in New Orleans. I didn't watch them hit a few daggers against the Houston Rockets in the Western Conference Finals. But when we talk about the best shot maker ever, Steph Curry ranks up there with the best of them. And right now, he's the best shot maker in today's game. And he's the most efficient at the point guard position, especially the most efficient shot maker in today's game.
Let me tell you what I don't like about you. Nothing really. I get it. I enjoy you. But the point is this, Perk. The point is this. You say I forget what happened leading up to the finals. It's not that I forget.
You do.
It's that each round, the importance goes up. The significance goes up. If you talk about the most clutch moments, of course they're going to happen in the finals. Second most clutch will be in the conference finals, and so on. And what I'm saying is, one of the things in Kyrie's favor, even though Steph shoots it's better from the outside, and Kyrie's better in the paint, one of the things going in Kyrie's favor is that in clutch moments through his whole career, you always felt very comfortable with Kyrie taking those shots because you knew his performance wasn't going to fall off. Now, Steph's doesn't fall off anymore, but for years there, it was like, where'd Steph's shot go when you needed it most? Let's be honest.
Yeah, you know what, Charlie? I know Stephen A. is livid right now because, listen, Max, you still haven't answered the question. This is First Take. You can't straddle the fence. Give us an answer. It ain't Steph.
Tell me about it's First
Steph
Take.
On the outside
I'm
and
going
Kyrie
at
in the
you.
inside. No, I'm going at you because you're straddling the fence. I told you who was the greatest shot maker out of the two. It's Steph Curry, and it's not even a debate. You are straddling the fence. Who is the better shot maker, Max? Steph Curry or Kyrie?
Kyrie Irving is the better shot maker because he can do it on the inside better than Steph. He can also do it on the outside, and he's done it under pressure his whole career. Always under pressure in the clutch.
That's so disrespectful. Wow. Wow.
Hey, Perk, I didn't know what he was going to say because you finished up your initial argument saying if he disagreed with you, he'd be crazy. So, I don't know. Did Max just prove himself to be crazy? I don't know.
Yes,
Perk, I got to back you up.
I'll tell you this. It is a dead heat. It's a photo finish, Charlie. But if you're going to make me choose in a dead heat, that's my choice.
All right, well, look, Steph Curry already this season has scored 741 points. Only one player has ever done that, who exceeded that in the first 25 games of the season at age 32 or older, Michael Jordan. So, Perk, there you go. Thanks for coming on First Take. Good to see you.